Okay, this is a good pace. I could probably hold this here for a while. Gotta remember to take it slow. I do feel a little soreness in my right foot, but it'll probably go away in a few minutes. People aren't watching my videos. Who cares? I created this because I wanted to. I wonder what my next video will be about. I'm stuck at this weight for a while. I should work out more. Should I change my diet? Breathe. We often spend too much time living in the past or planning for the future. The only time we really can experience is now. This moment. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you watching the video at the beginning. I had a lot of fun putting it together for you. You probably noticed that there's a lot of symmetry between running and meditation, and so that process has really helped me manage my anxiety on a daily basis, and it's really transformed my life. So in the past, I tried to manage my anxiety levels by using the traditional methods of meditation. So I would use something like the Calm app, and there's a guided tour where you would just be in the meditation sitting position and you'd breathe in and out. Maybe it helped me a little bit, but it really didn't transform my life. I actually kind of did something weird with meditation. I tried to weaponize it. And what I mean by that is I tried to meditate so that I could take on more stress. The type of work that I did, there was a lot of responsibilities, and I thought to myself, okay, if I can take on more, then that's better, right? I can actually grow my career. I can do these things. I can step up. It didn't really help me really manage that stress and anxiety. And ultimately, I think that's where you get overwhelmed. And then you kind of implode. I didn't really implode, but the anxiety levels were really high. So I'm not knocking meditation in the traditional method. I'm just saying that I found a way to meditate while I'm running. In the video that you watched, you probably figured it out already, what my method is, but I want to run you through it. If it's kind of fun to explain a little bit of both the video process and also how it's tied to the actual meditation and how I manage the anxiety. So step one, you want to find your running cadence. Your cadence is actually the speed in which you take steps as you're running. So you can find your cadence if you have an Apple Watch and you've recorded a run in the past. It's recorded at SPM, which is your steps per minute. And for me, that's about 150 to 160 steps per minute. So if you notice in the video, there's actually a metronome in the background. That speed is actually at 160 BPM. That's my personal pace, and that's how I run, and that's what's natural to me. So there's no benefit of going faster or slower. You just have to find what's natural for you. So step number 2 is synchronizing your cadence with your breathing. So I'm going to stop talking for a second and you can listen to how it works in this video. Let's take a moment to make sure that our footsteps are aligned with the metronome. Ready? Okay, perfect. Now we're going to synchronize our breathing with our steps. By aligning our breathing with our steps, we can synchronize our respiratory system with our movement. The method that I've been using is called the 4-count breathing method. So let's try that out. We're going to count to 4 with the beat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next step is to incorporate breathing with our counting. So again, this is called the 4-count breathing method, and that means that we're going to have to breathe in for 4 counts and then breathe out for 4 counts. So I'll help you out by keeping a counter in the bottom corner, and I'll tell you when to breathe. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, you've got the hang of it now. Congratulations, you now synchronized your breathing with your cadence. And there are other methods of breathing, but this is the one that works for me. It's used more for building endurance, so usually it takes me 1 or 2 minutes to get settled into the run. So whatever happens, it's best to start a little bit slower and try to dial those things together. It doesn't have to be exact, but if you can find it, once it all works together, it is an amazing feeling. It's almost like you're on autopilot because your body will take care of itself. The really cool thing is if you listen to music, there's a lot of music that you can find that's going to be the exact same BPM. as your cadence. I'll actually link my playlist below that I use when I run, and most of the songs are around 150 to 160 BPM. So step 3 is to let your mind wander, return back to your breath, and then repeat. As you get everything synchronized and you're focusing on your breath, your mind is going to naturally wander, and that's okay. It's kind of like daydreaming, and that's exactly what you want. When you catch yourself kind of daydreaming and drifting off and wandering, the thing you want to do is let yourself finish the thought and then come back to your breath. And when you can see yourself and you can see the things that are kind of occupying your mind, you can start understanding how you behave. And when you understand how you behave, you can start evaluating what you want to do with those emotions. If you're feeling anger, maybe there's something that you're trying to defend. If you're feeling anxiety, you can say, okay, what's actually causing those things? Just to be clear, as you're running, you don't want to spend that time to psychoanalyze yourself. That's not the point of it. You want to mainly focus on being present in the moment. And you want to stay there as long as you can. And when you can do that, you can take that with you throughout the day. And so like when you're with people, you can be present in that moment. It's very precious to just be aware and to be making that connection. So I have a small confession to make to you. By the time I'm done running, I usually don't have the energy to really worry about the smaller problems that are occupying my mind. I just let those things go. Some people will say that's the runner's high, or there's some endorphins that are making you feel good, but I'm telling you right now that usually I'm pretty tired. So especially on my longer runs, and it's not that I'm brushing them under the rug. It's just that I realize that they're too small and it's not a big deal, and I just let it go. And it feels good. It actually feels good to just let some of those feelings just pass on by. Also, it helps me sleep. I think a good night's sleep helps with managing stress and anxiety. So I'm still learning a lot, and I really appreciate you joining me on this journey. Dealing with anxiety is definitely a challenging thing, and it's something that I think it's hard to talk about. But if you have ways of handling your anxiety, leave them in the comments below. I'm sure that's going to help a lot of people. It's going to help me too. If you like this video, make sure to watch some of my other ones where I talk about how running changed my life completely, similar to meditation. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Make sure to breathe. Don't take things too seriously, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers.